the Sulky threads, you can do a color conversion from other thread companies to Sulky thread. I absolutely love these very traditional early 1990s cross stitch patterns. I thought, what about stitching them in Sulky? So what did I do? I went online and I bought my very first sample pack. I got the Crossroads collection here, and it came with 10 colors. Beautiful colors. I challenged myself to transform this color palette here to a Sulky color palette to stitch. Are you ready to see? Now this isn't finished. It's a little wrinkled because, again, I stitch in hand. Here you go. Here are the fairies. Now, I did use more than 10 colors. I started with the sample pack, but I love Sulky so much, I knew I had to stitch the face and all the extras. So that little strawberry, I had to add a pink. So I ended up going into my trusty case of Petites to find the perfect colors to help complete the color palette and my color conversion. I have to stress this. Do not be afraid of picking your own colors. Sulky is an amazing thread, and a lot of pattern designers, cross-stitch designers, are not creating patterns with the color palettes yet. However, you can always do that color conversion. Sulky has over 100 different colors of threads to choose from. And the most exciting thing about their colors is their blendables. The very first project was my sampler. I loved the inconsistency in variegation. What do I mean by that? All right, as I'm stitching, the colors change randomly and there's different colors. It's not a fixed colorway. Some threads and embroidery floss will go blue, light blue, dark blue, blue, light blue, in a consistent length. Sulky, it's got variation. You never know what you're gonna get. So as you're stitching, it's such a joy to see the colors unfold in the colorways. There's a lot of different blendables available in different colors. It's so fun. It's so fun. Let's talk color conversion. This is the exciting part. I love Sulky thread. And again, many designers are not designing exclusively with Sulky, but never fear. This is the absolute awesome and creative part about prepping your project to start stitching. Sulky came out with this really nifty thread card. Now, as a designer, I got this thread card, and look at all those beautiful colors that Sulky offers. Hello, gorgeous! I love it. So, the really cool thing is being able to match up the Sulky color palette with existing colors. One of the universal recognized thread companies is this one. Now this is an older color card, but it's a great reference point to match colors. Now you might say, Amanda May, I don't have those thread cards, what do I do then? Well, you're in luck. Sulky of America website actually has a thread color converter to help you between DMC and Sulky, so don't fear. I used these thread cards and tried to find the closest approximation to the colors of a pattern that I want to stitch. I got this. This is one of the very first patterns that I ever purchased as a brand new cross stitcher. And if you can tell, that is a really big project. It is a skeleton crew designed by the Cricut Collection. This pattern is charted in either DMC or Acre floss. But I don't want to stitch in DMC or Acre. I want to stitch in Sulky. So what I did, on the back of the pattern, it gives me all the different threads that I can choose. I pulled the color on my card. For instance, Raven Black, DMC 310. Well, what's Raven Black 310? Well, in Sulky, it's 712-1005 is the 12 weight cotton equivalent. Sulky Petites. I made this little chart with the corresponding symbols and made a complete color conversion. But that's not all. The awesome thing about counted cross stitch is, see this fabric right here? I don't want to use that exact fabric because there's so many amazing fabric choices all over the globe. There are small batch dyeing artists and artisans across the globe that are hand dyeing and over dyeing fabric. What does that mean? That means they're taking something that's been dyed, and even dyeing it to white means it's been dyed, and then transforming it into beautiful colors. It's called cauldron. Do you see why? It's got these beautiful marbled and flecked colors to it. And I got a big enough piece to stitch this big pirate ship. Now, different fabrics come in different counts. But for right now, I want to just let you know, I got a 32 count fabric. What does that mean? That means for every inch, there are 32 strands of linen fiber. So if I were to take a ruler out and set it here, it would measure 32 threads across in 1 inch. I want to let you know that there is a difference between even weave and uneven weave. This is an even weave linen, meaning there's 32 across and 32 down, meaning there's equal strands on the width and the height of the thread. However, some are not even, meaning they could be 32 across, but only 30 high, or 32 across and only 28 high, which can distort. You will have to do some tweaking. So just be aware of that. Most patterns and charts call for even weave linen, even weave fabric. Do not be limited by what an existing pattern says. You can change things. There are no rules in cross stitch. Well, I say there are 3 rules in cross stitch. Have fun. Have more fun. Are you having fun?